Yeah. Hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss one more business requirement. When I say business requirement, that is real-time requirement on screen exit. We know screen exit, right? So let me take you to the paint. I'll just try to finish it off as soon as possible. So technically speaking, screen exit is the part of customer exit, right? So what exactly screen exit is? Meaning, so adding a new field or couple of fields, adding field or the standard SAP application. This is simply about so adding field or fields to the standard SAP application. When I say standard SAP application, meaning there is a T code. It could be VA01, VA02, MM01, MM02, whatnot. Anything is an application, right? So if at all we are working on screen exit, we have to keep three things in our mind. We have to keep three things in our mind. The first one is table level field addition. So what do you mean by this? So what exactly you mean by table level field addition? So of course we are adding a field. Definitely SAP should be in a position to store the value in the particular field. So of course in SAP, since we are into ERP modules, right, definitely the data should be stored in the tables. Yeah, this is point number one. And point number two. What is the screen number in which you want to add the field? The second one is, so on which screen, what is the screen number that you want to add the field? Last one, so logic as the data from into table and table to screen. So we have to focus on these particular three things if at all we are working on screen exit. Yeah. So simply screen exit is the part of customer exit. That's point number one. So what do you mean by screen exit? Adding a new field or fields to the standard SAP application, meaning standard T code. So when we are working on screen exit, yes, these three things are mandatory for us to remember and to focus. Right. Table level, we have to add the field in which table the data should be stored. Second one, what exact the screen number in which you want to add the field. Last one, logic, we have to write the logic also, right? Of course, this is very minimal logic, but still we have to write it. So otherwise, if you enter some data on the new field and if you click on save, what is the table? We have to move that particular data which you have entered to the table, right? Again, if you open this transaction, the data should be pulled from the table to the screen, right? So this is that part. So today, so we are going to discuss the topic, the same topic on standard T code called CJ01, right? So let me take a new one. CJ01, CJ02, CJ03. So let me take this CJ01, CJ02, and of course we know it, right? CJ03. The first one is to create the project. Second one is to change the project. Third one is to display the project. So what exactly this is like? These are an PS module. Right. So the way how we have like SD module, in SD module, the core context is what? So we know, right? So VA01, it plays a key role, VA02, VA03. And of course, we know the tables also, right? VBAK and VBAP. The same way, in the same way, in PS module, see, in PS module, the transactions are CJ01, 02, 03, and the respective tables are PROJ and PRPS. The way how we have VBAK as header table and VBAP as item table, the same way PROJ as header table and PRPS as item table. So now, so I don't think the server is still on. Let me relog into this. Right. Now first let me open the tables. PROJ. PROJ. This is project definition and the item table is and we have WBS elements here. When we say WBS elements, work breakdown structure. Simply in VBAK, we have a VBAK is header table and item table, right? Here we call it as project definition and WBS elements. So let me even write that. So this is header and the other one is item, right? We know it, right? Here we call it as project definition. The down one is WBS WS structure. WS stands for work breakdown structure. WS elements. Right. So I hope like you got a basic knowledge on it. So let us go and try to implement the same thing and let's see how we can do it. Right. We have opened this and of course if time permits, like, let me open CJ01, 02. So I don't want to create a project and of course I have very limited data to create it. So let me open any one of the existing. So this is how it looks like. This is my project definition and all these are like items we can say, but technically speaking, these are WS elements. So WS elements, right? So here we just wanted to add a new field at the project definition level, not at the item level. So the requirement was to add that particular new field. Of course, let's say the field name and of course, let us wait for some more time. Yeah. So the requirement is to add that particular field at the project definition level, not at the item level. Item level as in not at the WS level. So the requirement was to add that at the project definition level, right? So as we know it, right? So /n how to find the customer exit. I told you, right? So even screen exit also is a part of customer exit. So we know what is a customer exit and how to find the customer exit and how to implement it, right? So let me open CJ01. Let me double click on it. And of course, package, right? So you don't need to give all these characters and simply you can take CN, right? Let me take the CN. Let me go back to the T code SMOD. Let me click on F4. Provide your package here. Say OK. So we got almost 32 exits for this particular package, right? So of course, even if you just open each and everything, you will find the same thing, but I don't want to waste the time here, right? See the second one itself. Can you please read it? This is the exit name. PS customer specific fields at project definition level. So customer specific meaning like custom fields at project definition. If at all you are, the requirement is to add the fields at the WS level, maybe the down one we need to go for. You can practice this. For now, I'll go with this one, right? So PS, this one, see, customer specific fields at WS level, but our requirement is this one. So the main important point that of course we have discussed it already. The moment when you find the exit, it is always recommended to go and check that there is any project already created or already implemented for this exit or not. We need to find it out. So let me go back to the table, mod act. This topic in the previous sessions here. Yeah, it is there here, but it is not the custom one. I think it is a standard one. Okay, no problem. Let me open this. This is the project. Of course, we have the project created for this exit. Okay, now let me go back to CMOD. Let me give this. Let me click on display. Who created this? It got created in the year 1997. Not recently. This is very old one. So simply what I'll do is I'll delete it. Okay. So it got deleted. Now, if you go back to the table, I close the session. Huh? Yeah, now let me go back to the table and see. This one execute. Yeah, no entry for meaning there is no entry exists for this portal exit. Right? Now we can happily go on implement the exit. Now GPS, since it is PS module, right? So we know it, right? Like SD and like VBAK, VBAP, all this is SD module in PS module, right? Project systems, right? We got this one, right? So since it is PS, so GPS underscore some. I'm just giving a plain name here. So let me create the project. So adding a new field on CJ01, 02, 03. Right. Let me save it. Of course, we'll create the package. Don't worry. At least for now, we don't need to go for it. Yeah, this one. PS custom specific destinations. Go for it. Click on components. The first thing that I always do is make sure it is active. I just want this to be active. I want this to be in green color. Later we can do whatever things that we can do. Now let's focus on the points that we have discussed here. Just have a look on it. Have a look on it. Have a look on it. What are the things that we have to do? The first thing is add the field at the table level. Add the field at the table level. Now, here you don't, I mean, you don't have anything regarding the tables and all, but most of the cases, even you can find the includes also. I mean, table includes, you don't need to worry. But in this case, we don't have it. But a few seconds back, like a few minutes back, I clearly mentioned you that. So PROJ is the table which is for project definition, header one. PRPS is the table which is for WA structure, meaning item one. So now we might need to add the field at here because the requirement is what? We are adding the fields at the project definition level. So just let's open this PROJ. Now let me close this /NS11. Let me open project PROJ. Now see, here we might need to add it. So if you really observe many times, most of the cases, all the screen exits, in all the screen exits, we have to find a CI include, customer include, right? See, say customer include, CI include, meaning customer include with respect to this particular table. So most of the cases you will find the same thing, right? So now let me double click on this particular include. Here see, all these are standard and no one has changed it. No one has changed it. It got changed in 2005. And of course, we are in 2024. It's almost 19 years. Just go back here. Try to click on change. You cannot change blah, blah, blah. You cannot repair. No problem. It's just an information message. It won't stop you to create it. Let's see. Yeah. Now, what is the field that client is expecting you to add? Let's say, suppose contract ID or deal ID, whatever the name that you want to convey to the team. But yeah, you just stick to a point. Yeah, at least for now, I'm just going with contract ID. Contract underscore ID. So I'm just types. Let me create. It is not there in the system. Oh, it is already there. Huh? I don't know who created it. We'll go with a different name. No need to worry. So contract ID, right? GCNTR. Is this one. Contract ID. sorry, bear with me. So this particular component type, meaning data element, is not available. So we got 00, nothing is meant, nothing has come here. So let me double click on this. First, let me create the data element. Let me create a new one. Exit for CJ01, 02, 03. Guys, now at least this one we are saving under the package, like table level field addition. But the project we have saved under the local object. But in real time, it should not be the case. All of the things like table updation and the project and whatever the thing that you want to do as part of one requirement, please make sure to save all of them under a single TR. It will be very much helpful to you to avoid confusions on which TR should be moved at first and all. Of course, regarding that, we'll definitely going forward, we'll try to take a separate video session. No, don't worry, contract ID. Okay, no domain is maintainer, I know. So let me copy this. First field label is important. We'll talk on this in the coming classes. So I don't want to go with domain, predefined type. Let's say char 10. That's it, enough. Type is character and this one. Let me save it. Local object. This is what I'm telling. So one thing you have saved under the TR and the other one you have saved under the local object. No, it should not be the case. So let me activate the data element. It got activated. Let me go back. Now let's try to activate the standard custom include. These are the real business scenarios. Of course, you can happily mention them in the interviews. So all these are training servers. So these may take time. Just bear with me. Yeah, just warnings. Yeah, it got activated. If you go back and don't ever try to activate the standard table. Since it is already active, you don't touch it. Don't ever try to activate the standard table. If you have enhanced the table, definitely that would have been done by append structures and all, or CA includes, customer includes. Either append structures or CA includes. Just activate only those CA include or respect to the append structure. Don't ever try to activate the standard table. If this if this is in inactive state or partially active, definitely that will be a big mess. So don't ever try to activate the standard table. Yeah, we are done with the first part. As part of this, so we are done with the first part, and of course we have completed done this. Next one, what is the screen number in which you want to add the field? Okay, let me go back to this, our project. So here, see, so these are the screens. Like this is my screen. Both the numbers are same. You don't need to worry. Let's click on that. So this particular screen for the program is being created, meaning now we are creating it for the first time in this particular server. We are creating it. Yes, of course, just go and create it. We carry out repairs on non-original systems only if they are urgent. Okay, no problem. Just go do it. Now, this is a normal screen, guys. Make sure this is a normal screen. This is not a sub screen. Normal screen, but just have some description. Customer fields. So it's a normal screen. Don't you don't need to worry about it. Flow logic, we don't need to touch it. So simply go for layout. I don't know if this opens or not. Yeah, it's being opened. Very good. Perfect. Now, so what is the field that we have added? We have added contract ID. Right. Now the same field I need to add at the screen level. This is what our second point. What is the screen number in which we have to add the field? Right. So now I have clicked on it and see here you can take the dictionary help. CA_PROJ. In this is the field that we have added. Right. This is the include or field that we have added. Right. So I just have entered on this, get from dictionary. So this is the field. Just say OK. Automatically it will be added to your cursor. See, now my cursor is having it. Paste it wherever you want. Paste it. Done. That's it. Done. You don't need to do anything here. Just let me activate the show. It is asking for the TR and all. Activate it. No problem. This is just standard thing. So let me go back. So simple thing is we have added the field at the layout level. See if you click on it. Yes, we have added it. So nothing we have done. We have double clicked on the screen number and it directly took us to this, and we just have added some description for this. Make sure this is a normal screen. Just click on layout. That's it. Done. Nothing else we have done. We have added the field here. So you have to select this particular field. So enter it, get from dictionary. So this is locked already because this particular field is already there in the screen. You cannot add it again and again. Now you can add this one, but of course, all those things are not needed for me now. So just go back. Now, very good that we have done this. So go back. Now even the second part is also completed. Where is that? Second part is also completed. Now we are left with logic to pass the data from screen to table or from table to screen. Right, perfect. Now what is this menu exit? Okay, let me double click on this. So project definition. So if at all you want to change it, you can change it. Customer fields. That's it. Copy it. Enough. So some name that we have given. That's it. So at least for now, before we write the logic, so of course we have to write the logic in two places. As I have mentioned here. So logic to pass the data from screen to table and from table to screen. So we have to write the logic at two function models. So any screen exit. Yes, we have to write the logic at two places. Right? Till here, at least I just want to see whether the field is added at the screen level or not. Okay, so before I write the logic, I just want to confirm whether the field is added at the screen level or not. Okay, so let me open CJ01 or 0203. Anything is fine. I just opening CJ02 for now. Right, so this is one of the existing project definition. I'm just opening it now. So these are all item level information, like this is all item level information, but we have added the field at the project definition level. See, project definition, click on it. That's it. So here in detail, project definition, customer fields. See, something has happened. What is this? Okay, now this is important. I wanted to do this. See, normal screen. So always, guys, remember that now we have added a new field in the subscreen. So this is important. So that's the reason without writing the logic itself, I'm just opening it. So yeah. See, earlier I did this already, but I just wanted to show you this. See, subscreen. So make sure, guys, if at all you are adding a new screen in the standard, standard screen. So make sure that is always a subscreen. It should not be the normal screen. How can you fit? How can you make this particular screen as normal screen, and how can this particular screen can be fit on another normal screen? No, right? So that is the reason always, if at all, if it is a screen exit concept, make sure this is subscreen. Now it's good. Good that we learned one more point. Now let me open the transaction. CJ02 now again. Project. I'm just entering it up. Click on this project definition. Now let's see this time. See, it got added up. It got added up. But we have not written the logic. If I enter something here, if I click on save, the value will be saved in the table. No, I have not written that logic at least. So now let's focus on that last part. Last part. Now, so now we have two function models actually. Right? We have two function models. The first function model, right? See, this particular function model. If you observe these user specific fields, SAP data SAP to subscreen, and the other function model is from subscreen to SAP, like that. This is what we have mentioned, subscreen to SAP. This is what we have mentioned here. So data from screen to, of course, they are clearly saying see subscreen. So that's the reason we made the screen as subscreen, right? So from data from subscreen to SAP, and the other one is from SAP to subscreen. Now let's here we have this. So let me double click on this. Okay, you no need to worry on the existing logic. So whenever if you get this kind of thing, so see, if you have already logic and if you click on change, it is not accepting you to do this, right? Switch off assistance. Please take this switch off assistance. So the program is assisted now. So please switch off the assistance. Right? Click on it. OK, done. Now just a matter of writing the logic. So now see, simple logic we'll try to see. Now this particular include is under a function module. That particular function module is to pass the data, right? To pass the data from the SAP screen to table, right? So now we don't want to go with the bigger logic here. Move corresponding. So let me little maximize it. Move corresponding. I'll show you this. So it is there actually. So let me save this and save it. Go back. See guys, can you observe this? SAP project import. So here you have the data. This is a screen. So from this to table you need to pass from this. Okay, let me copy this on this. So because this particular function model is importing the values to this. It is an import parameter, meaning this function model will take the values by this and it is an import parameter here, and the data which is taken here, right, that should be moved to PROJ table. That is the point. So to what is the table? PROJ. That's it. Of course, it should be subscreen to SAP. When I say SAP, nothing but table. Don't get confused, okay? So now let me activate the logic. So I have activated it. Display errors. Oh, they don't know what is PROJ here. So at least we know, right? Table. Yeah, that's it. Right, these two lines that we have added. Now let me go back. The other function module. Let me go to this one also. So now here, this one. Exporting. From table to this, we need to export. From table to this. So now let me double click on this. Let me go for it. Again, same concept. Same concept. So let me copy this first without confusion. So if you click on this, even if you get like this, and of course it won't allow you to come to the down position to write the logic. So if you are in this situation, so switch off the assistant. Let me move corresponding again from table to right. So I think from PROJ to this one. Correct. Earlier was different. So this is different. Earlier was from screen to table. Now this is table to screen. I'll explain you. Don't worry. So let me go back. Let me go back. Let me activate the whole stuff. Let me go back from here as well. So let me open this transaction code again, /n CJ02. So let us reread the session so that the changes will be applied properly. Let me go here. Details, definition fields. So let me give the contract ID as 12345. Let me say data not changed. Something has happened. Okay. Data is not changed. So what could be the reason? Components. The first one. Table is fine. This is correct only. And then the other one. Okay, let me keep my breakpoint here. Let's go back. Other one also. Let me keep my breakpoint and then see. Right, perfect. Now let me reread the session. CJ02, enter. Project WS elements. Oh, my debug is started. So what exactly have here? So do we have any value here? Contract ID, no value. Okay, no problem. Say F8. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is passed here. So let me click on save. Now what is happening? So now hyphen contact idea. No. Contact underscore idea. Yeah, I think here we have the value. And CA underscore PROJ hyphen. Okay. Here we have the value. Right, there is a small thing that I have to do. Let me go back here. Go back. CJ0, double click on it. Layout. Okay. Change mode. Delete it. Go here. Get from dictionary. Contract ID. Go for it. Leave it. Activate it. Activate it. Now go back. Activate. Go back. Activate the project. Just everything is fine, but yeah, let's give it a try here. /NCJ02. Project definition. That's okay. Right, perfect. The value is changed. So the small mistake that I have done was, so here, what did I do was, see here in the layout section, I have taken it from CAE underscore PROJ, but apparently the entire logic that we are writing is here, you have to go with PROJ. PROJ contract ID. We should not take like CAE underscore PROJ. No, we should not take that particular custom include. We have to take the table reference. So meaning, so we have to take this reference, not CA. I'll also tell you the reason also. So not this one we have. I mean this we should not take. I hope you understand this. Let me activate it. Go back. I did it very long back, so I just forgot it. Okay, no problem. Reason being, like we are writing the logic. We are writing the logic on the table, not on the custom include, right? So we are writing the logic on the table. So that is the reason. So we have to take table reference, even at the field addition on the layout, meaning here. Okay. Now let's go and see the value. So here I'm talking. We have to take the table reference, not the custom include reference. Table reference, right? Perfect. So now let's go back, and of course we have. So we got some data saved. So this is a project. So I'll have to go back to the table. Let's see. S11. PROJS, correct. Go here, enter. So PSPNR project number. Let me execute it. Let me double click on it. So somewhere the value that we have given is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? See, it got saved. The value is saved the moment when you save it at the transaction level. Right? Again, if you go back here and if you go back details, project definition. Okay, I thought of removing all the breakpoints. Save it, execute. See, you got again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So let me give 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and save. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and saved it. Now, if you close it and again refresh. See now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is properly working how we were expecting. So even the third case is also done. Logic to pass the data from screen to table and again from table to screen. Of course, if you open it now, if you open it, the value will be picked from the table to the screen. Now this value is coming from the table to screen. For the first time, when you give it and save it, screen to table, and when you open it separately, table to screen, vice versa is working properly. I hope this particular requirement will be very much useful to you for your future references. So, right, in the next session, we'll try to focus on baddies and of course some, business requirements or real-time scenarios and baddies as well. First, we'll try to learn what exactly baddie is, and next we'll try to focus on the real-time scenarios. Right. Later we'll work on baddie sorters and kernel baddies, filter baddies, and all these things. We'll try to cover it out. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.